because the first two have certainly been that way.
Your first point here of this decisive set going to Kuznetsova. 6-4 second set to Kuznetsova. Love 15 with En Arden firing first here, and that's a fault. Second serve, love 15, set apiece. Justine En Arden at 40-15 in this game won the French in 03 and the US Open that year, then won the Australian. In 04 became the top player in the world. He then suffered with a mono-like disturbance to her system for a while, tried to come back, was injured in turn, came back long enough to win the Olympic Games gold medal for Belgium.
And lost early at the US Open to Petrova, who's in the quarters again here at Roland Garros. She was a semifinalist a couple of years ago, losing to Kleisters. And that was pretty much it for the rest of the year for Enna last year. This year she's back playing well again, but suffering through this one. It's a story we've told before about Justine, that she won an under-10 title in Brussels in 1992, and first prize was 2 tickets to see Roland Garros for the women's final. Justine went that day with her mom to watch Celis and Graf, one of the all-time greatest matches I've ever seen. She pointed to the Presidential Tribune here on Court Chatrier and told her mother, one day you'll see me, you'll be sitting there in the player's box watching me play in the final. And her mom was diagnosed with colon cancer a couple of years later and died. A lot of you who remember watching Justine win this a couple of years ago watched her also look up into the clouds and acknowledge her mom. Justine so idolized Steffi Graf as a kid, wanted to play a lot like her.
And Justine has won the first game of the third set.
She was always too shy to ever see Steffi Graf, talk to her, but the day before this event started, there she was playing with Steffi. On Benny Berthet Day, it's a great event that they have. There's Marat Safin, part of the action on this day. They played with each other for the first time. It was a great thrill. Steffi had always said, you know, I told Steffi one time, you know, Justine's too shy to talk to her. She said, tell her to talk to me. I'd love to speak with her. Steffi then, she left France because she was on a 10-day tour of Africa. She's got her own children's organization helping kids. So she wasn't even here when her husband, Andre Agassi, lost in the first round.
You're watching live coverage from Court Philippe Chatrier here at the French Championships. It's a round of 16 women's singles. Kuznetsova and Justine Enarden. We're in the third set, first set. Going to Enarden in a tiebreak, very tight match. And then in the second set, Kuznetsova leveled it. This is third set, 1 to Enarden. Rafa Nadal up next as he takes on Sébastien Grosjean from France. And a happy Memorial Day to you, everyone. Cliff Drysdale and Mary Carrillo enjoying a day that started out in pretty bad weather, but things, for the moment anyway, the clouds have lifted. There's even some sunshine from time to time. Love. Some blue skies behind the flags of countries represented here at the French Championship. So start Roland Garros conceived with French flair. Believe me, it's beautifully designed, very workable. It's a beautifully designed backhand there from Enarden, but she has just not been able to get the thing together today. Well, he struggled for the tournament, in fact, but she's still here. Game point Kuznetsova. And this match is just wide open.
That was a late wide call. The chair is going to have a look at that. And the chair calls it good. So the point will be replayed. If Kuznetsova couldn't have gotten to this shot, then it would have been Enna's point outright. But obviously, it was a playable point, so here's a replay at 40-15.
Meanwhile, on Suzanne Lenglen, which is the second to main court here at Stade Roland Garros, Yima Coria, Nikolai Davydenko are playing. It's a set apiece there, 4-3. Coria leading on serve in the third, so that's turning out to be a close one. Coria finalist here last year. Losing to Gaudio, who's got the lead against Ferrer in the fifth set, 1-0 on serve.
Quite frankly, these stands have been filling up of late in anticipation of the Nadal-Grosjean continuation. And with that miss into the net, a 40-15 game lead disappears. Feel like, Cliff, that all Justine Enarden has to be today on a day where she's not playing her best tennis. She needs to be solid, and she comes through. Spit more balls back. Another indication that Justine is a bit anxious, that she continues to question every call. That's at all close. looking to the chair, looking to her box.
Coria just broke serve, and he's serving for the third set. And Susan Long Long. That's called long. This is another chance for Anna Arden to break. Meanwhile, Gaston Gaudia has got the early break here in the fifth on court one. Gaston Gaudia was down 2-1. Break point. Sun is out. The court looks a little dry, and the ball's getting up, especially with a lot of topspin. It's the kind of court that may help Rafael Nadal if it stays like this. From in on the mistake of Kuznetsova.
You don't endear yourself to the locker room when you cheer a bad error. It's not like she'd just struck a winner, Justine, and then given this reaction.
A little bit Hewitt-like, isn't it?
Yes, it is. That's exactly right, Clippy.
Point.
Oh, boy. They can't all be masterpieces, Cliff. I know that's what you're thinking to yourself.
Now, what I'm wondering is, because we've all been here, when your opponent is not playing well, what do you do? Do you just try to keep the ball in play, or do you try to take it to your opponent?
Well, what about when neither one of them is playing well?
That's the problem.
That's what I think. That just try to be as solid as possible. Eighth double fault by the Russian.
And another chance to break.
She's been going into trying to kick high into the end of backhand on these points. There's another one.
Égalité.
That goes out. Another breakpoint chance. See, I had a lot of options when I played badly. So I had to decide, all right, do I want to make my opponent look fast or overpowering?
Because I'm going down in flames anyway.
Yeah, so, you know,
make this look
at
good.
least I had the presence of mind to decide, you know, just how I wanted to go down. Another jeu. Bites the dust.
Going to Justine Hénard-Den.
Madame Hénard-Den mène par 2-0.
2 games to love in the third set. Thirteen of 25 matches this year have gone to the third set. Got a good record when they get there. Now she's got the lead here already.
Well, you know what? That third setter that she did not win was at the NASDAQ 100 this year. Maria Sharapova won the first set from her and then had match point in the second and blew it. And it looked like maybe Maria would have the kind of meltdown that she suffered in having 3 match points against Serena Williams in the semis of the Australian. But Sharapova was able to battle back. Still, Justine thought that she'd had a very good week there and hasn't lost since. Hasn't lost one of these gnarly 3-set clay court matches yet in 05. Lord knows she's played a lot of them.
15 ans.
4 of the 8 meetings between these two have gone the distance. Enarden's won 2 of the last 3. This is Enarden at 15 all after that mistake. I remember playing a match on this court, Mary, against your buddy and mine, fiery Fred Stolle once, and we knew no better in those days. I was serving and volleying, chipping and charging, coming into the net, and that day Fred just couldn't hit a ground stroke at all. And there was the one time I just stayed back and let him go for it. And he never did get any better, poor Fred, that day. But it was against my instincts in those days.
But you knew enough to let it happen.
Yeah, I did. Well, I did. 15-30.
15 ans.
I hope nobody tells Fred about that, because the number of times he clipped me.
I'm kidding. As soon as we get off the air, I'm going to go tell Fred that you just reported that to the nation. 6th double fault from Justine.
8 points.
I'll mention how much you gloated about it as well. I'll really lather him up.
I did enjoy it.
Second set.
Enarden saves 1.
30-40.
In the meantime, in a good match, Gaston Gaudio in the bull ring up 3-love in the final set against David Ferrer.
Argentine who won it last year, taking on the Spaniard. And 1 sails, another break of serve here in this women's singles match. And Philippe Chatrier. And show you some of the sights and sounds of Paris laid out in 1755. This is the Place de la Concorde. Thousands of heads were guillotined here. Coming up next year at the French Championships, on this court, Philippe Chatrier, Rafael Nadal will take on Sébastien Grosjean here. Justine Enarden leading by 2-1 in the 3rd set.
Son 0-15.
Beautiful movement there from Justine, taking advantage of the short stuff. And then look at that, then she just sprays.
Premier set. That's number 9.
A lot of unforced errors for both of these in this match. It's been very tentative from the start, and it really has never caught fire. It's close, but it has not been pretty. 30 all, 2-1 Enarden in the 3rd set.
40-30.
Meanwhile, Guillermo Coria at 5-4 against Nikolai Davydenko. They're in the third set, set apiece on serve.
Now do you know what I mean, Clip, when I say she's been gripping, Justine?
That was a long time ago.
It was.
That hasn't changed. Game point.
Gaudio now up 2 breaks. That's a real war out there with Coria and Davydenko. That will go on a while.
Oh, no, missed it. It's at 5 apiece there, Coria Davydenko in the third now. 1 set apiece.
Davydenko trying to get into his second quarterfinal in this major season. Got to the quarters of the Australian and had some breathing problems. Remember that maybe against Andy Roddick. He had to retire. He's feeling a lot better here. Not the same kind of oppressive heat as was in Melbourne.
Égalité.
Two hours and 40 minutes, this match so far. Early stages, third set, first set tie break. So many of these games have gone
Avantage, Mademoiselle
to
Kuznetsova.
deuce. That ball called good.
First ace of the match for Kuznetsova. Once she gets inside the baseline, you've got to like Anna Arden's chances in these rallies. She's been missing when she's been on the baseline. But once she gains that advantage, gets the short ball, she's pretty emphatic about putting it away.
Deuce. Gaudio up 4-1. Coria up 6-5 in the third, but Gaudio up 4-1 in the fifth.
Avantage, Mademoiselle Kuznetsova. Mademoiselle Kuznetsova.
We are dead even here now at 2 apiece in the deciding set. Just some images of the Roland Garros and French Championships on this Memorial Day. Thanks so much for deciding to spend this day with us, everyone. You're watching Justine Henin-Ardenne, and you will see some of Marat Safin. You'll see some of Sharapova, who is already through. Grosjean will take on Natal, the Spaniard, when our day matures here. And as soon as this match is over, also a chance to watch the progress of Gemma Correa here at the French. Natal, Grosjean, and Safin and Tommy Robredo here on court. Philippe Chatrier still to come here on ESPN2. 2-2, third set. Henin-Ardenne got out to a 2-game-to-love lead. Kuznetsova has come back. Henin-Ardenne serving, love 15. Henin-Ardenne started out here getting out to the first breaker serve, and it wasn't until the ultimate game that Kuznetsova broke her back. Then Kuznetsova gets out to a big start in the tiebreaker of the first set. Henin-Ardenne comes back, wins the set. Then Kuznetsova starts out early in the second set, stays with it, wins the second set. It's a set apiece. But this has been very difficult to predict. 2-2 now, even 15 all third set. $30-15.
34.
That was a double. Called by the chair. That's number 7. Gaudio's serving now, just operating behind 1 break in the final set.
Tame alley there, meaning let's go in French for this French-speaking Belgian. As Justine Henin-Ardenne's got a game point to go up 3-2, third set. And that's what she does. It's Maria Sharapova who is waiting for the winner of this match. Welcome to this Memorial Day coverage of the French Championships, a day to reflect, as Nick Enberg does so well, on the huge ultimate sacrifice of so many of the brave for the freedom of future generations.
Along the beaches of Normandy, for however long the tide comes in and goes out, we will remember June 6th, 1944, D-Day. An armada of 6,000 Allied ships left England and began the treacherous Channel crossing. On board, the brave soldiers of Operation Overlord, who knew they had no choice but to prevail, for the freedom of the civilized world lay in the balance. The American 1st Division at Omaha Beach confronted the fiercest of the Third Reich's resistance, thousands of lives lost. Eventually, the enemy overcome as the Allied forces advanced, and France and all of Europe was liberated. The Normandy American Cemetery marks the names of over 9,000 men. this Memorial Day, we remember them and their kind. Heroes of the U.S. Armed Forces who made the ultimate sacrifice that others could be free of tyranny.
This is Court Philippe Chatrier, everybody, on a very pleasant, as it turns out, afternoon here. There's potential for some rain, but on Chatrier, we have got, it's not an upset according to the seeds, but it's an upset in the making in truth, because Justine Henin-Ardenne is trailing 3-5 in the third set now. After nearly 3 hours of a battle from the start, both against their opponent and against their own games, these two. But Justine Henin-Ardenne has only lost in her comeback here this year one match all year. That was to Maria Sharapova. She's won 3 clay court titles. So this would be a big upset. $15 all. 13 of the last 15 points. And that one will give Henin-Ardenne the lead, 30-15 in this game. Kuznetsova seeded 6, Henin-Ardenne 10, but that seed because she was out for so much of last year with both mono-like illness and injury. She has never looked comfortable on this court today. In fact, neither of them have.
Just one of her problems, and Ardenne serving at 46% for the match. She's been broken 6 times. Oh, she was lucky there, Justine. She was not in control of that rally.
Henin-Ardenne's got a game point here, and it's really huge for her to win this because Kuznetsova has also been so unsure that to serve for the match. Henin-Ardenne has broken a lot today as well. Big point, game point for Henin-Ardenne.
Right off the line.
That's a great hustle from Kuznetsova.
That is tremendous defense, Cliff. That's a very mature point for Kuznetsova to play. So often, the young Russian, she's only 19 years old. You would think that she might go for some kind of crazy offensive shot. There have been errors from everywhere on the court from both players. It has not been a well-played match, but it's been close throughout. One way or another, it's going to be over soon.
And a match point for Kuznetsova right now. This place is jammed. 16,000 plus. As husband and coach watch Henin-Ardenne on the brink of going out. They are obviously watching the end of this and anticipating the return of Sebastian Grosjean and Rafael Nadal. She missed it. Match point and that one barely wide. Do you think Kuznetsova would like to win this point so that she does not have to serve for the match? This is another match point for Kuznetsova.
Timid backhand from Kuznetsova.
Égalité.
Again, and Alden just forcing Kuznetsova to win this match.
Kuznetsova in the championship match at the US Open. Elena Dmitrieva. She's a Grand Slam holder.
She's got heart, we know that. And she's also got a game point.
Avantage, Madame Minardet.
2 match points squandered by Kuznetsova now, and Arden with a game point. It'll be Kuznetsova to serve for the match, and we come back to our live coverage here in Paris. Arden, she's serving for the match. 5-4, third set. And the first point goes to Kuznetsova.
15-0.
The sun is in a bad position for the server on that side now. 15 love. The winner plays Maria Sharapova in the quarterfinals. Heart's pounding, the throat constricts, the elbow is tight, the nervous tension is palpable.
Are you talking about yourself? Calm down, kid.
Kuznetsova's already had 2 match points. just going to say neither player going for much, Mary, and then that backhand down the line from Anna Arden. She got a couple of break points.
It's just an admirable play from the Belgian to be able to come up with that, pull the trigger after all she's been through to still go for her shot.
Break points.
She has just been dancing on the head of a pin ever since she came to Roland Garros, Justine Arden. Only seeded 10th here because her ranking has dropped so much.
At 5 apiece, let's go to the studio now for an update on this one.
Show you the drama. David Ferrer of Spain serving against the defending champion Gaston Gaudio. This is 5th set. Ferrer having gotten the break, climbing from a deep hole in this 5th set. Serving at 5-4. Just a couple points away from upsetting the defending champion. Gaudio, top of your screen. Retrieving and
going right in the kitchen right there. He was not ready to volley. He wanted to shake hands right there.
This match has featured all kinds of momentum swings back and forth. Gaudio, who won 3 5-setters and route to the title, including the final over Coria, has become a very good 5-set player, but it's been Ferrer.
Gaudio was up 4-1 here in the 5th.
Match point.
For love, actually, for love.
And the error from the defending champion, and David Ferrer on into the quarterfinals, Pam.
Most extraordinary set of tennis I've ever seen in a deciding set for the defending champ to be up 4-love. Had 5 points for 5-2. Just a total disaster for Gaudio.
Wow, fortunes can change quickly on the slowest of surfaces. The defending champion is out, and the Spaniard Ferrer to get the winner of Nadal-Grosjean, which is coming up next on Chatrier, following the conclusion of Arden Kuznetsova. Back to Clifton.
Yeah, fortunes can change quickly, and they've changed here all day as well. 3 hours and 10 minutes of this women's singles match, and it's 15-30 in this game with Anna Arden serving, now 30 all. And the first set going to Anna Arden in the tiebreak. Second set, Kuznetsova comes back, wins that one. Kuznetsova had match points here when Anna Arden last served at 3-5. Then she lost her serve, so we're dead even here. Set apiece, 5 all, 30 all. Kuznetsova's broken 6 times in the match, and Arden's broken 5 times. Gemma Coria, last year's finalist, is in trouble against Davydenko. Davydenko 2-1 and 3-zip. And Arden holds. Kuznetsova will serve this time when we come back, not for the match, but to save her position.
TSN HD, redefining the image of sport. TSN HD is proudly presented by JVC. JVC, the HD technology leader.
Crowd in Chatrier is humming now. 6-5 for Justine Anna Arden. She's taken on Svetlana Kuznetsova. This is Anna Arden receiving Kuznetsova's serve. Anna Arden up 6-5. Coming up next year on this court, Rafael Nadal and Sebastian Grosjean to finish.
Oh, that's way out.
Well, there's a breeze there that is obviously a factor. But for Kuznetsova, she has been so close, had match points, and then served for it. Wasn't close in the last game that she served. Now left 15.
She just didn't even want to have to hit that forehand. missed one forehand at match point wide, then missed a backhand on her second match point. And now a double fault. I mean, those are shots. These are moments that will haunt her.
And she's lost it, man.
Yeah, well, it's what we were saying, isn't it, Cliff? I mean, the winner of this match is going to be the one who's more solid in the end, and that's this one.
After 3 hours and 14 minutes, you cannot help but feel a little sorry for Svetlana Kuznetsova. She has just lost it. She is so uptight, so nervous. And now match points for Enarden. Well, there's a celebration there from Justine's husband, but spare a thought for Kuznetsova, who is putting on a brave face, but must be just devastated, man.
Justine Enarden.
This is a court that she promised her mom she would shine on, and somehow today, improbable as it may seem, she was able to come through some very patchy tennis. And she's in the quarterfinal against Maria Sharapova. And I've got to hope, Cliff, that she'll loosen up now and play the brand of tennis that has made her such a force in this game.
If she doesn't, she's in trouble.
You bet.
Again, she will take on Maria Sharapova in the next round. Quarterfinalists also, Nadia Petrova.
And Ana Ivanovic from Bulgaria, my favorite new player. The 17-year-old is so stylish, so smooth, can play from everywhere on the court. And she had another big win, beating Francesca Schiavone of Italy, having already taken out Amélie Mauresmo, France's best hope. But guess who's still around as well? Mary Pierce of France. And there it seems as though she were looking up towards the heavens.
More relief than anything else from her. She was out there for more than 3 hours. She signs a few autographs as Justine Enarden was close to going out of this. In fact, match points down. Coming up next year, Rafael Nadal in the continuation of his match with the Frenchman Sébastien Grosjean. This crowd will be in this thing for every swing, and I hope you will too. Live coverage of this continuation of the men's singles coming here from Philippe Chatrier after this.